Hey guys, my name is Mbali Cherry. Cherry is my stripper name. I am 25 years old. No, obviously because it makes the money, but I am 25 years old. I am a social media influencer. I am a CEO at Trending Topics. I am the director at Shero's Relations. And I mean, I guess I'm just a young black that's getting it. And I am here with Fine Soda today. They are following a typical day in my life. So today is quite crazy. I'm actually in a very calm state right now. But today's going to be quite crazy. We are at the Momentum Science of Success Festival. And this is something that I have been working on, or my team and I have been working on for the past month and a half. Lost a lot of weight throughout the process. A lot of sleepless nights. But I think it's really nice to see a project finally come together. So we did a bit more than what we were supposed to do. We kind of went crazy on the creative concept, and client fell in love with it. Because what we do essentially as Trending Topics is we provide, I suppose, digital and social media sort of solutions for corporates, for individuals, depending on what it is that you'd like to put out there. So this was just one of those things that we immediately felt drawn towards. We thought that this would be a great opportunity to showcase what we're capable of doing, which is turning something that is supposed to be very formal, very corporate-y into an conference, bringing the soul back into the corporate space, and just making it engageable with the everyday South African, the average South African. I mean, not everybody's screwed up on finances, so we thought, hey, let's kill it. And yeah, it's about to be crazy. We're gonna try to show you guys as much as we can.
Who we are is embedded in all that we do and everything that originated.
But essentially, what I need to do is make sure that everything that we've done here today is visible on the timeline. So, do I have to zoom in? Yeah, and that's why when I saw this pop up on the timeline, I just sort of showed it to the client and they got really excited, because the whole aim of, I suppose, what our company does is to get the word out there. Our phrase is the fastest way to, no, the best way to communicate. I forgot also because my mind is like, there's so much happening. But I think the team that I've got on the ground currently, those are the guys that are helping us out. They are capturing certain elements of the conference, the festival that we've got going on, and they need to make sure they put that online. It is important for me to be here to facilitate that is happening, because if there's a problem or they are putting the wrong information out to SA, I can't take that back. So I'm on the chopping board. Challenges we faced, there's a couple. Working with people is never easy. I think it takes a certain type of person. Like I always say, I'm great with people skills because I know how to talk to people, I know how to manage people, but there are certain people where who don't necessarily understand authority, or the fact that this is a client, this is a paying client, and we need to deliver. So we had an incident earlier on where someone obviously got a little intoxicated and started, acting out of character. So those are things that we have to look out for. That's why a lot of the times you'll see me running around trying to facilitate, make sure that everybody's where they're meant to be, everybody's doing what they're meant to, and everybody knows, because something that corporate and being in the space has taught me right now is that there has to be accountability at the end of the day. So when the client wants to find out why results were not met, they are coming to you. We were working with about 6 other agencies to pull this off, and you can only imagine when there's that many people and opinions in the room, what it takes to sort of get to just agree on one thing. I think that was one of the biggest challenges, having to just discuss and find common ground with everybody. Trending Topics is an agency that we started, and I think initially when we began with Trending Topics, it was really just about communicating a message the best way. So like I said earlier on, if you are a brand or you are a product or you are an individual who wants to get the message out there, and we specialize mainly on Twitter because we believe that this is where people have real-time conversations, and it was a whole lot of hard work, but I suppose as Trending Topics, that is our job. Not a lot of people get it. I think what we're doing is something completely different. It's new in the industry. It's the unconventional way of communicating a message and a concept, and we are pros at that. What drove me to, I suppose, start Trending Topics, the agency? I was a 9-to-5 before. I know it was something that was progressing me to where I wanted to be, but I knew that I wasn't going to let that define me. So right after that, I got headhunted by another Forex company. It was a Jewish-owned company. You know how the Jews are with money. Maybe that's where my money savviness comes in, or just being hungry for money. That's always great. But I think I've always known that I was meant to be. I've always known that So I got headhunted by another Forex company, a Jewish-owned company. And that was exciting because I think it was my first real serious job, because I think I later realized that I wasn't working a real job with the previous guy. So they took me to Israel, Tel Aviv, and it was really exciting. Yeah, it was hectic. Eventually I left. But in between all of that, there was so much happening in my personal life. I got into a toxic relationship and kind of got kicked out because me and the homeboy were staying together. So hey guys. So got kicked out. I was kind of homeless for a bit. And I mean, these aren't things that I speak on often because it really, I think if anything, it's not such a big deal because it made me the person that I am today, truth. But I had a guardian angel. I found a place to stay and to just build myself. So I stayed in CBD for 2 years, close to 2 years, and probably one of the worst places. And I'm not talking about Boneng CBD, guys. I'm talking the pits, by Hillbrook. So, but I am very grateful for that as well, because not only did it, I don't want to say it humbled me, but it just, I think that in that time, I was quite depressed, and there was a lot of introspection that I needed to do. There was a lot of I needed to really think about my plan. So I already had my company Shiroze Relations, which is my baby that I direct on my own. And it's honestly, to the long and short of it is that it does everything that Trending Topics does, but on a smaller scale, because I'm an individual. So I ran with that for a bit, but it wasn't registered. I think I only registered Shiroze late last year because I really wanted to take it seriously and make it a business. So I was sort of a struggling influencer. I was coming into the scene. I was just trying to do as much as I could, create content and make people notice me, because beginning my influencer career, and I always tell people that I am an influencer before anything else, because that is really what opened up the door for me to this entire life. Then I realized there's more, and I could really milk as much as I can out of it. So yeah, when I started that, I was modeling and I was a video vixen, and I was doing there's nothing I haven't done. To be quite honest, there's literally nothing I haven't done. But that has all taught me and equipped me with the skills to do what I'm doing today. Milestones I've achieved. Wow, it's so difficult also because I had to let go of looking at what I've achieved and what I haven't, because it makes it seem like it's such a long way to go in between. I used to put a lot of pressure on myself. I really thought I'd have it all figured out by the age of 25. And life had other plans for me, but I'm not mad at how everything turned out. I mean, having 2 successful companies, and the one just became, we just hit our multi-millionaire status. Come on, guys. I mean, boo, 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 boo. They better edit that in or else I'm done. And I don't know when this video is coming out, but I bought my mom a car, you guys, before I got my own car. So that for me is amazing because of the background where we come from, how much she sacrificed to make sure that I have a certain, you know, like a decent future, and I'm able to take care of myself. So that's like a big deal for me because I never imagined. If you told me I would be this person 2 years ago or when I was still working, girl, I would have smacked you because I would have thought you're lying to me. It really it goes a long way when you sit down and you visualize the things that you want, because it's a constant reminder of where you're trying to go, and that is what I think will keep you going when things get tough, because things do get tough. Things don't always go the way that we planned. If you're spiritual like myself, I believe in God, and I've had to learn to leave it to Him. Because I've been slapped in the face so many times by just, you know, reality telling me that, nah bro, I know this is the plan that you had, but this is what we're gonna do. And that's God just reminding me that He's got bigger and better plans for me. And here we are today, man. CEO, what it do? But yeah, I mean, essentially that is really Mbali Cherry, the stripper, you know. Cherry the manager, and this is me. This is what I do. This is my hustle. This is my everyday grind, and I'm so happy to have had Fine Soda follow me around. I felt like such a superstar. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys on their next video.